Guys, what do girls do that is very cute but they don't know it? Story 1. When they go to me first when looking for support or confirmation or advice. If I trust someone and it's clear that the feeling is mutual, I'll be head over heels for you. I'm a big stoic guy, but if a lady wins my trust, I'm basically a lapdog in human form. Story 2. Say your name when they say goodnight if it's over text. Story 3. Personally, I think a woman who isn't afraid to embarrass herself for the sake of comfort is cute, i.e. wearing a onesie in public. Bold of you to assume that wearing a onesie in public is in any way, shape, or form embarrassing. Story 4. The girl I'm talking to right now hides her face in her jacket whenever something is super cringy. I think it's adorable. Story 5. When you're in the McDonald's drive-thru and are talking about something that's bothering her, and she stops mid-rant because she saw the McDonald's parking lot kitty and it's so fluffy. And it might sound lame, but I noticed one day that she makes the same face when she sees me after I get home from work. And that is one of the many things that lets me know that she really loves me. Story 6. My girlfriend does this thing where she'll say something really adorable in bed that makes her feel really awkward afterward. So she says it, then hides under the blanket afterward. I love it. Aw, like a turtle. Story 7. One girl that I know scrunches her nose to fix her glasses. It's adorable. Story 8. Any simple form of touching. It can be really casual but really nice, reassuring, and overall friendly. Gentle pat on the back? Fantastic. Hug? Amazing. Messing with your hair? Godly. I am starved for physical contact. You could honestly just shoulder bump me or pat me in the back and I'd go down like a sack of ecstatic potatoes. Story 9. Whenever they laugh and look at you at the same time, they're seeing if you found it funny too. That usually is an indicator of interest. Interest or simply holding your opinion in high regard. In case someone finds someone doing that to them and thinks it always means interest, it can be totally platonic. Story 10. It ranges from cute to attractive, but a compliment for something you think you suck at. Men are so starved for compliments to the point that even one compliment can stick for years. Story 11. Being good with kids. When they're super playful and gentle with kids, it'll destroy a man's heart in the best possible way. Be with a girlfriend or something that she starts being all sweet and giggly toward a kid, and some primal part of me starts screaming, marry her ASAP. Story 12. So there's this really sweet girl at the coffee shop I go to regularly. She always says hi to me every time I come in. Every time she makes me a drink, she always hands it to me and says, here you go, my name, with the cutest smile on her face. I don't know what it is, but theme and act that she calls me by my name so often and is always smiling when she sees me is just so adorable. She's not the kind of girl I'd normally be attracted to because she's a good bit taller than me, but damn if she doesn't make me weak. Yes, I know this is just good customer service. I have no illusions about this. I know she isn't attracted to me, but I still appreciate her enthusiasm and find it really cute. She's one of the few people that smiles at me when I look at them, and I kinda like that. You really expected more than coffee, huh? Story 13. I love it when a girl stretches. Just a yawn and a stretch in the morning does it. Feel the same way about my cat. Story 14. I work in Spain, and earlier this year there was this beautiful girl I was working with who I still keep in touch with. I felt really sick one morning, and the doctor told me my life was at risk as it was a possible case of very bad double pneumonia, and to go to the hospital immediately. And I went back to work to grab some stuff before I headed to the hospital. The girl asked me what was wrong. I told her what the doctor told me. Without thinking of her own health or safety, she threw her arms around me and started crying. Despite only having known me for around 10 days, she seemed to really care, and to me that was really sweet and cute. Story 15. My wife makes friends everywhere she goes. Like, she'll tell me she found a new donut shop, so I'll go in with her and the lady behind the counter will say, oh, your wife's name's husband. I love her. The number of times I get to tell people, I know, she's great. She's the best person I know. That's why I married her. Is a lot. And it always makes me feel like some kind of celebrity. Story 16. When they sneeze with a really high pitch, like a little cat, I don't know how to explain it. Meow. Story 17. When they try to copy you, whether it be they use your slang or do something you do, it's really cute. It makes me feel good knowing someone cares like that.
Hey, also, if you didn't know yet, me and a couple of my friends just launched Rufus Rugs. Premium, custom, hand-tufted rugs. Maybe you're just a fan of Naruto and want to show it off. Or maybe you just love Pokemon and want buzz toys on display for everyone. Either way, we can make almost anything. So hit the first link in the description to learn more.
Story 18. Laughing at everything. Seriously, this makes you so much cuter. Of course, not at everything, but there's a girl in my class who laughs at every joke and everything. And her laugh is so beautiful. I'm sitting in class right now, and when I'm typing, I can hear her laugh. This reads like the beginning of a rom-com anime. Story 19. There's a small woman in one of my classes who's a little awkward and asks me for help a lot. So sometimes, instead of tapping me on the shoulder, she just stares at me until I notice her. Then once I see her, she stares for a few more seconds and then tells me what she needs help with. Story 20. When they wear oversized hoodies and talk about video games. And then she tells you that Mario is her favorite Pokemon from Call of Duty. Story 21. I don't know if this is just me, but when a girl hides her hands in the sleeve of her jumper or hoodie, that is the cutest thing. Oh my god. Story 22. Number 1. Not wanting to sound creepy, but sleeping. I swear to God, some girls look like they're smiling when they're sleeping. Number 2. Blushing. I know a girl who turns red regularly. Number 3. Complimenting you. And number 4. Paying attention, remembering stuff you said or offering you stuff. Story 23. Whenever we meet up, after the first few minutes of getting situated, either sitting down or walking or driving to wherever we're going, she'll take like 10 seconds to just look at me, then smile. Makes me feel like she's happy to see me. That's way too cute for me to handle right now. Story 24. I have a crush who's slow in catching on to a joke, teasing or stuff like that. There was this one time when we went to a convenience store and the cashier asked for money by saying, $5, to which she replied, yes, and just stood there waiting for God knows what. The cashier was confused and me knowing her, laughed my ass off. But she still didn't get it, to which I told her, pay $5 to the cashier for the items, to which she proceeded to apologize many times. So damn cute, but she's not exactly a klutz. Just sometimes these rare events happen. Makes me fall harder for her every single time. Story 25. When she puts her head on my shoulder when we're just sitting. Story 26. Curl up in a ball under my arm and go to sleep. My wife rarely does it lately, and as far as I'm concerned, none of it matters at that moment. Hey guys, just a quick side note. If you like the content and love listening to the stories, please press the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you'll get notified of my future uploads. Thank you. Now back to the stories. Story 27. When they try really hard to do something and their hats get in their face, but their hands are busy, so they try to blow it out of their face. Story 28. When a girl is actually invested in what other people are doing, not in a creepy, I'm going to follow you around way, but in a way that she gets excited at everything about someone else's passion and tries to understand why they like it, even if it's not something they're actually into. Story 29. My wife has long hair, and on car trips, she always puts it up in a ponytail for easy management. When we get close enough to where we're going, she sits up and looks out the window like an eager kitten with the cutest, most intense interest in everything going by at 60 miles per hour. Her head goes left to right, left to right, left to right. I don't know why she doesn't just use her eyes, but it makes her ponytail bounce and dance around behind her head. It's one of the secret things I love about her, just being interested in new places and so effing cute without knowing it. She catches me cheesing at her and asks, what? I always just say, something that's just for me. I love you. Story 30. My best platonic female friend has this look that comes over her face when she just really, really loves someone's energy. She puts her hands together and just looks so happy to be there and be present in that moment, and it's just gorgeous. Wish you could see herself. You in love. Story 31. When they sit in the chair that's just a little too big to be comfortable in, they pull their legs up in front of them. I think it's number 4 in that one chart that's always floating around. Story 32. Literally anything a guy can find a girl cute by anything she does. Hell, I have a crush on a girl and all she does is sit and be pretty. My crush exists in cute. Story 33. When she's really tired and her voice changes. Where are my slippers, Jared? Story 34. They're a little nervous because they haven't known you for long and they like you. That's so adorable. Like when they don't really know what to say and they're visibly a little bit awkward for a minute, either on the phone or on a date or something. That's so cute. Story 35. The girl I'm dating now is so awkward. I kissed her last week and she said, thank you. She also hides her face in her hands and moans, death, whenever she does something awkward and I'm not sure why, but it melts me inside every time. Story 36. Whenever my girlfriend tries to get my attention, she tugs at my shirt sleeve and says, boyfriend, boyfriend. I guess it sounds weird, but I think it's the cutest thing in the world. That's very cute. Also does double duty of claiming you in public too. Story 37. I like it when they're thinking at work and put their hair over their top like a mustache. When I see girls do that, it makes my heart do a Snoopy happy dance. Story 38. Squeak. I used to tease my best friend a lot after we admitted we had feelings for each other, that she was really cute, and she'd get all worked up and usually squeaks out a, no, through bright red cheeks and a big dumb grin, which I only thought was even cuter, and it'd be a vicious cycle until she gained enough composure to fire a one-liner back and turn me into the blushy puddle. Story 39. When they make the first moves. Hey, hashtag team introverts. Story 40. That little wiggle when they are putting on tight pants. Story 41. 100% is glasses and a messy bun. Such a deadly combination. Story 42. Provide a rock-solid alibi. Those are keepers. Story 43. My boyfriend says that it's cute when I bring him something to eat or drink even if he declines. I just feel that he needs it. He eats very little sometimes. I want to make sure my base stays healthy. I, too, like food. Story 44. Cute little sneezes, snoring, and sounds they make sometimes. Even breathing can seem cute. My girlfriend winds up to a sneeze and most of the time nothing happens. I reply, "Bless you?" She giggles and says, "I didn't sneeze." And when she actually sneezes, I'll go, "I'll say bless you because you actually sneezed." She sarcastically thanks me then. Story 45. I'm not a guy, but I'm into girls, so I hope I'm still qualified to answer. When they stretch and you see a little bit of their belly from under their shirt. Story 46. Show interest in all people. And I don't mean be friends with everyone or something like that, but there are so many girls who I find don't even acknowledge or value the existence of those outside their friend group. So I find it so refreshing when I see a girl reach out or be receptive to other people. You mean be friendly? Story 47. Dance when they eat after being hungry for too long, or if you give them a snack when they're hungry, they make a happy little noise. They're basically just nice cats. Story 48. When you give a girl a genuine compliment and she does the whole, "No, stop it," and tries to hide her smile when giving you a playful push or touch on the arm. Melts me every time. Story 49. I don't know if it's just me, but there's something about nice legs that get me. Like whenever they put their legs across yours. Wow, you have physical contact with a female? Impressive. Story 50. I live in Korea, and oftentimes Korean girls will write English words using the Korean alphabet when texting. A little random, but I find it cute. Example. Good morning. Because the Korean alphabet is phonetical, this would read like good morning. I get charmingly befuddled hearing foreign girls speaking in slightly broken English and mispronouncing words in English. Story 51. When they're running or working out and have their hair in a ponytail coming out of the back of their little baseball caps, I just love that. Story 52. Girls who playfully punch your shoulder when you make an inappropriate joke or comment. Unrelated, but worked with this woman who would hit every male employee hard like it was a joke. Wanted to knock her out a few times. She got fired a month later for unrelated reasons, but everybody hated her. Did she punch the boss? Story 53. Hold her hand or arm when we're walking together. It's a simple gesture, but it gives me a real sense of connection and intimacy. Story 54. When they know the Krabby Patty's secret formula. Story 55. Today I learned that guys think anything a girl does is cute, and it's kinda adorable. Oh, you figured us out. Story 56. They are the cutest when they're not trying to be. I see girls acting and trying to be cute, but it doesn't work like that way for me. Some simple things like tying her hair up, leaning her head in my shoulders, flicking her hair, wearing glasses, wearing an oversized coat, when she's trying to be funny and it goes sideways and then she bursts laughing. Story 57. Skipping when they're happy. My father noticed it about my girlfriend and told me how cute it was. I told him I knew and it was adorable, but if ever he mentioned it to her, I'd rip his head off. He understood completely. Story 58. Yesterday I was in a bar and saw a guy working on his laptop. His girlfriend walked up and I just very lightly used the tip of her fingers to rub up and down his back before leaning around him to say hi. This right here is adorable. Story 59. When you're both lying in bed and she steals your arm away and cuddles to sleep with it. Gives you a proper nice feeling. Story 60. I don't know if this is just me or not, but when my girlfriend gets tired or we're waiting in line, she rests her face or head on my back. I think it's super cute, but I won't say anything for fear she'll stop doing it. Story 61. For some reason, if I'm ever out on a cold day and see a girl do that little shiver and then pull her sleeves over her hands, I just die a bit. It's so cute. Story 62. Obviously, it's common knowledge, but girls don't really understand the power of a giggle or a flirtatious smirk. Like everyone knows it's flirty, but if you give me a playful shove followed by a giggle and a smirk, I will fall in love with you, no questions asked. Story 63. Just really simple things, like any task which feels they have excelled and gone above what you might do in return. Lived with a group of friends for uni. There was one girl in the house. She would always be way more kind in just the smallest ways, holding clothes from the dryer if they need it next, where I just brought it to their room. Coming to check up on you if you've ever been on a night out with some other friends and bringing you water at 0200, etc. It's just small acts of kindness which my lazy introverted self appreciates greatly. Story 64. My girlfriend sometimes says her L's in a strange way that I've only heard from one other person who has a speech impediment. I don't know how to explain it, but it's adorable and I love it. Story 65. When a girl gets excited or passionate about something, I think they look absolutely adorable. You generally see their faces light up, much like anyone, and it's one of my favorite ways to view a woman. Incidentally, that's why I have vigorous discussions with ladies if I can figure out their favorite topics. It is one of my favorite things. Story 66. staring at you when they think we don't notice. Women are extremely oblivious in this regard. The things they do when talking to a guy they think is hot. Play with their hair, touch their neck, blush, look down, or get shy, requiring a tool to get things down from the cabinets. That's why I like small girls, the embodiment of cute. Or when they sit next to you with their legs basically tucked behind their ears. Story 67. Being into sports is a major one for me. My wife wears makeup, can rock the little black dress, and looks great in heels. But on game day, she's in her jersey and screaming at the TV like a barbarian, just like I do. We support different teams, and she loved sports well before she loved me, and it was one of the things we had in common at first. Story 68. Give me the time of day. Excuse me, miss, do you have the time? Sure, it's 1:30. Story 69. Honestly, a lot of things make me think girls are adorable, so I'll list a few I find especially adorable. When they genuinely laugh hard at something I say or do, they make the same dirty jokes I do. When they lean against me and fall asleep there, makes me feel like I'm comfortable for some reason. When they become super excited over something, doesn't matter what, squeaks and other embarrassed noises they make, snorts when they laugh too hard. Story 70. I used to work with a girl that was older than me. She's one of the prettiest people on earth, but that didn't change how she treated people. She was always so helpful and so talented too. It didn't matter who the person was at the workplace, she would always be nice to them. She helped me to grow confident when I was in my mid-teens. We still talk when we meet each other. She's always so easy to talk to. I guess that is what makes her so charming. Story 71. My girlfriend occasionally will tell me she's proud of me when I'm talking about something I'm working on, and it's the most heartwarming thing. I don't know if it's cute as such, but it really makes me feel special. Obviously, I'm not special, but it's nice to feel it from time to time. You're special. There's nothing wrong with feeling it from time to time. Story 72. There's a few things my girlfriend does that I always find cute. She has a tendency to squeeze a bit tighter when we hug, or if we kiss, she puts her hand on my cheek. That and when she offers to cook for me. She offers a lot, and it's not in a romantic, let's make me a nice dinner. It's just a, hey, I really want to cook for you, or I want to cook something. Come over so I have an excuse. I always found those little things really cute. Story 73. This is probably just me. I'm a horrible sleeper since the Navy, but my girlfriend often wakes me up at random times of the night by playing with my hair and beard or forcing her face into my neck. I pretend not to like it sometimes, but I really love it. Like, I have to hide it. If we get married, it's going in my vows. Story 74. My wife still gets incredibly embarrassed about farting or taking a dump. The surprise and embarrassment on her face whenever a surprise fart rips out of her is timelessly adorable. I love it. I also like to play the Rocky theme music outside the bathroom door when she's in there having a drives her crazy but cracks me up every time. Waiting for that day you put that ring on her. Story 75. When I play video games, I'll sit in front of the couch on the floor. Sometimes my girlfriend or fiancé will sit behind me and just give me a couple of kisses on my neck, in a sweet, loving way. That right there is the best thing on earth. Story 76. I know this will come off as bragging, but reading all this just really makes me think how fortunate I am to have a girlfriend like the one I have. She does literally all the things mentioned here, and I can't believe how lucky I am to have her. She's great. That's all. What a lucky guy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out this next video. The YouTube algorithm really thinks you like it.